Good morning, and welcome to your daily Farm and Home Show, brought to you by the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service. And now, here's your host. Good morning, and welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and this morning we're visiting with Andrea Stith. She's the Barren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. Good morning, Andrea.
Good morning, Joanna. Thank you for having me.
Well, I'm glad you're here today because, you know, now is the holiday season and people might have a live Christmas tree, or maybe like some of the examples that you brought, some fresh greenery.
Yep, so greenery, garland, floral arrangements, everybody likes to have that nice fresh greenery to decorate for the holidays. So I wanted to talk about something today that sometimes we don't think about when we're decorating that, and that's decorating safely. So some people don't think about how these nice, beautiful greenery pieces can become, especially a fire hazard. So it's really important, I think, to make sure that we don't put them near our heating sources, don't put them near a heater, don't put them near maybe a glass window. Because they can get pretty hot. Once that stuff gets dry and brittle, it becomes very flammable. People oftentimes will put their nice wreaths. They're going to try to put these in between that screen door, and that can also cause some heat to come in. That glass heats up. So it's something you want to think about as well. People also don't think about when they're putting them out if they have children or pets. Some of the berries can be toxic. Poinsettias are also another thing we want to be very cautious of, where we put them out and what kind of access our kids and animals have to those. So it's always important to kind of know what greenery you're bringing in the house. Also, people don't think about maybe allergies that some people might have. My mom found out the hard way. They brought in a live Christmas tree and she was sick for days. And she was allergic to the tree that they'd brought in.
Oh my.
So she was staying inside to get better and then continued to get sick. So just thinking about all the safety things you need to maybe keep in the back of your mind. Also knowing, yes, they are pretty, but when do we need to take them out? When do they get too dry? Or how do we keep them fresher? So don't put them on top of like microwave, TV, things that are gonna exude that heat. If you have a part of your house that you keep warmer, that may not be the room that you want to put these in. If you've got a cooler place that maybe you don't keep the heat blasting, or you don't have a little space heater in that room, that might be a good place to put these. They're going to last longer if they're cooler, sometimes even adding water. So spritzing your wreath is a good idea.
Yeah, and a lot of people think, well, it's not living, so I don't need to, but it helps keep it moist and keeps it from drying out.
It can keep it from drying out and making it be that, you know, fire safety hazard. So that's something definitely we like to think about. You don't want to think about those horrible things happening, but this is the time of the year that, you know, a lot of fires happen and our firefighters are on call, they're ready to be there, but we don't want to be that person that caused it.
Absolutely. And a lot of times we are caught up in the holiday festivities and we might forget to spritz our wreath or give water to our tree.
If you're like me, you forget that you put a wreath on your front door and you're like, oh my God, that's dead. It needs to come down. So maybe set an alarm on your phone or a reminder to check it. As we all are busy, we all have different places to go. We have meals to be at and family to see. So some of these things can get forgotten.
Yeah, especially if you add lights or anything to the garland or, you know, your fresh wreath, that could just kind of increase.
And some people will put like candles in their arrangements. So I've learned that if you use like the battery operated ones, you're better off, or if you set your lights on a timer so they are going to be cooling off for a certain period, you don't want them to be too hot. And then maybe if you put a candle in there, you don't actually light it. It's just for decorative, just to add that contrast of color. That can be some things as well that people don't think about.
Now, Andrea, this is an arrangement. It has live flowers and some of this greenery. Do you have one of those foams?
Yeah, we have some Oasis wet floral foam in there. And they can last for maybe a week without doing much to it. If you put it in the fridge in between times, like if you're gonna have a party and you're gonna have it out and you want it to be the prettiest, keep it chilled until you're ready to pull it out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then you can add water to them a little bit. It doesn't soak it up very well, but it can be done if you're trying to stretch it maybe one more day or something like that. But you definitely want to pull dead stuff out. You can try to replace things as you go. I've added some little embellishments that maybe aren't living, so like the pine cones and the candy canes and things like that, that you may last a little bit longer. So when you start to pull the flowers out, it still has some of that color and texture.
Okay, that's a great idea. So just pull the things that are dead out, but you can replace them with either new or fresh greenery or some of these like candy canes or maybe some ornaments or things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Andrea, thanks for bringing this to our attention, because certainly we want our holiday to be festive and happy and certainly safe. We don't want dried up greenery to be the problem. So if you have questions about how to care for your greenery or how to decorate safely in your home using live or fresh greenery, make sure to contact your local extension office and we'd be happy to help. Andrea, thanks for being here with us today, and we appreciate you watching and hope you have a great day. If you have questions about today's topic, please call the Barren County Extension Office at the number on your screen. Thanks for watching and have a great day.